one, good to get a game and be back playing for the Eagles, but how did you see your performance yesterday personally?
Oh, I think, yeah, it was the second game back, obviously, but the first one I struggled to get a kick and that sort of stuff. But it was good to be back out there and working in tandem with Scott, and I thought I played my part pretty well and hit the scoreboard when I was forward, and yeah, hopefully better for the game.
Adam mentioned that when you first came to the club, you hadn't done a lot of ruck work, so this time round, you know, the Eagles are better off. How much a better ruckman are you, do you think, after your last 18 months of footy?
Yeah, I think a lot. Having Dean Cox last year and being able to work really closely with him's helped me a lot, and now Jonathan Giles as well, and then obviously Nick and Scott at the club as well. So training against those guys and then playing in the role, and at waffle level I've played a lot as just the number one ruckman. So I think, yeah, it's come a long way.
Do you almost feel like this was the opportunity that was meant to be? You had such an impressive pre-season and got that injury right on the cusp, but now that you are fully fit and you're back in there, it's sort of the time to show that you're worth it? Yeah,
it definitely is sort of frustrating. Obviously, my career's been pretty patchy because of injury, and I thought I was going pretty well once I come over here. I'd had a full pre-season, full year, and another full pre-season, and then on the last hurdle coming into the year got injured. So that was frustrating, but yeah, being able to work into a bit of form at waffle level, and yeah, now got my opportunity at AFL.
In terms of your body, where is it at compared to where it has been in past years?
Yeah, it feels really good. I don't have any trouble with knees or hips or that sort of stuff, the injuries I've had in the past. And I had my first soft tissue injury at the start of the year, so that's fine now, and yeah, just working into form.
With your injuries in the past, had you ever lacked confidence in your body, and then therefore been going into that ruck position where it's so physical? Did you sort of ever second guess yourself about it?
Not too much. It was more frustration than anything. It's probably more the mental side of it coming back from a knee. I did it landing from a marking contest, so I found it really hard to jump for marks and that sort of stuff when I first come back from that. And then obviously repetition sort of helped with that. But yeah, my body sort of good now.
How do you go getting over the emotion of losing Nick, and then you're almost his replacement, and then playing on that? How have you been this week in that sort of scenario?
Yeah, it's a tough one because you never like to get your opportunity because someone's got injured, and obviously Nick's had his problems with his body in the past as well, and having done an ACL, I sort of know what he's in for. So to be able to sort of have that experience, I suppose, myself has sort of probably made me feel a little bit sorrier for Nick, I guess.
And also maybe inspiring you to, well, not so much do it for Nick, but to take over and really have an impact and not let the team fall away because of not having a major ruckman? Yeah,
definitely. Obviously, Nick's just come back from his knee and gone straight back to being Nick, and obviously the team's in a really good position at the moment, and we're looking to do bigger and better things as the year goes on, and obviously we want to do it for him and make him proud as well.
You said the irony yourself that you were an entrenched part of a team that was second on the ladder in 2011 and went on to win the flag, and you broke down on the eve of the finals, and now you get your opportunity in a team that's second on the ladder and is heading in towards finals.
Yeah, it's a funny game, footy, isn't it? It's yeah, I missed out back in 2011, and obviously we're still aiming to get as high as we can as the year goes on now, but yeah, just happy to be playing footy again.
About I think it's 50 games this weekend. It's a long journey to get to 50 games. Does that feel like a nice little milestone for you?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's like 9 years. So I think, yeah, 25 games in 7 years at Geelong, and I've already notched up 25 here. So it's a nice one. I was talking to my mum this morning, and she's if I get a game, she wants me to let her know as soon as I can so she can book the flights to Tassie to watch the 50th. But yeah, no, it's just been a while, and I suppose it's something to look back at.
Do you think you're due a bit of good luck going forward, potentially, with your body?
Oh, definitely, mate. I've sort of thought that for a while now, but you just got to take it. It's footy. People get injured, and yeah, hopefully I'm finished with them.
What kept you going throughout the worst of it?
Oh, I think it's a pride thing, footy. you grow up, I come from a little country town, and parents had to drive me around the countryside to go to training and play at rep sides and that sort of stuff. So I think it's, trying to do the best you can at football because of the sacrifices and things that family and friends have made. So it was just, I suppose, being competitive as well. You want to get back and show that you can do it.
Would you have a few people come down to Hobart potentially, or is it just mum?
No, just mum and dad, I think. Yeah, they'll just jump on the fly. I don't think it's, JK's 200th, I think. So I think I might be overshadowed.
Can you tell us just about the dual ruck work? And Simo said, look, it'll be a work in progress as to whether they play one or two, but it proved on the weekend that the two ruckman is a good setup for West Coast. Do you know each week, like you say, if I get a game, are you sort of keen and know that you can play as a double ruck and for the rest of the year?
Yeah, definitely. I think it sort of depends on what the other team's going to present to what the coaches go with, but as long as Scott and I can have a bit of an impact forward as well, so we're not just a couple of ruckmen. I think we need to be able to play that dual role. But yeah, so I think that's the third game Scott and I have played together. So it's probably going to be a work in progress as well. But yeah, we spent a lot of time competing against each other in the pre-season, and it's good to be working together now.
You copped a late knock. Was that winded? Was that ribs or was that shoulder?
Oh, a bit winded, and knee just in the back. I think it was friendly fire from Yowie, so he's got some pretty big knees, so he got me pretty good. But no, it's all good.
You get a genuine dominant ruckman that come up against this week in Todd Goldstein. What's he like as a challenge compared to more pinch hitting ruckman on the weekend?
Yeah, he's obviously starting to hit form again. That I think he was close to the Brownlow a couple of years ago. So it's going to be a good challenge. Obviously, we'll put in a lot of work this week and see what his strengths are and try and battle away at that as much as we can.
Shannon Hearn is obviously being looked at today with the Honeychurch kids. And do you have a good understanding of when you're allowed to bump and when you're allowed to brace?
Yeah, I think we do. I think it's very split second, the decision you have to make. And I think with Shannon's incident, you could see he was trying to stop and it was all accidental. But yeah, things happen so quickly when you're out there and the ball bounces a certain way and it changes your decision entirely. So I think most players have a pretty good grasp on when to bump but yeah, it's footy again. You just hope people don't get injured from it.
How much of it's muscle memory and how much of it is you actually have time to go, I'm going to do this?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think most of it's just you just react. It's just a reaction that you make, and it's not a heap of time to make the decision. But if you can, then obviously you try and stay away from the bump.
Second spot's yours for the taking if you continue on your merry way. So this weekend away from home makes wins very important.
Yeah, definitely. As I said before, we're just trying to win as many games as we can now and finish as high as we can. So North play pretty well in Tassie, so it's going to be a good challenge. And if we can knock off another finals contender, it's going to put us in good stead.
You ever played in Tassie in your 50 games?
Not in my 50 games. I played a state under-18 game down there against Tassie, but it's a little bit colder than Perth.
Nathan, going back to 2016 when Geelong made the preliminary final, what similarities or differences do you see in the squad here at West Coast?
I've never actually sat back and had to think about that. That's a good question. I think probably the competitive drive and the from the playing group. It's very player driven at the moment, and our trademark and our values are very similar, and just the way we're able to keep each other accountable to them. So obviously both teams are full of some pretty exciting talent. So they're probably pretty similar.
Not to bring up bad memories, but can we go back to 2011 and just your emotions as you got injured and then watched that ride of Geelong all the way through?
Yeah, it was. I only played. It might have been my 11th game or something. So I hadn't. Probably didn't really grasp the whole situation that well. I was sort of young, and I got injured, and they went on and win a flag, and obviously that was tough that day. But at the time, I was like, I'll probably win one next year. You sort of don't realise how hard they are, and yeah, it probably was a big factor in being able to keep striving to play AFL football and come back from the injuries is seeing a premiership and missing out on it. So, yeah, hopefully there's one day.
And just going back to the Bunga Hurn incident, just quickly, a lot of the commentators were sort of the impression he got there and tried to stop and pull out and did as much as he could. Is that sort of the similar, I guess, way that you saw it unfold as well?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Shannon's a very fair player. I don't think he's ever been suspended. I don't know his history in that. So, yeah, to us, it just seemed like he pulled out and he threw his hands up straight away. And, yeah, we just hope Honeychurch is okay.
Was there a bit of worry on the field at the time for how he was? It took a while.
Yeah, when a stretcher comes out, that's never a good sign. So, yeah, obviously you don't like to see players go off on a stretcher. So, yeah, I'm not sure how he is, but, yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Will you pay for mum and dad's tickets, do you think? Or?
Mum was saying I think it's $200 for both of them to get return flights. So, no, maybe if they need to.